All right, here we are. We are live Thursday Q&A here, King of Chaos with the boss man, Joey B. He's currently sharing it, and at any point, if you guys are checking this out, feel free to share it. Like the video, comment, any questions, anything you feel like throwing at us, by all means, do that. How are we doing tonight, boss man?
Good.
It's a big boss man. He does have a hard time. If you ever take a trip down to Cobb County, Georgia. Reezy says he misses us. That's very sweet there, Reezy.
Good.
Enjoy your football and come back. After football season's over, we'll be waiting for you. So once again, we're riding along the BQE like we are every single week. Here to answer any of your questions, chat it up with us. By all means, lay it on us. Anything interesting going on in the world of professional wrestling for you, Mr. Joey B? Anything you've heard?
I'm all stressed out. I got 2 shows coming up next Saturday. I got a huge show coming up in November. We got 2 shows coming up in December. My fucking mind is all over the place.
Yeah, we got a lot going on. Warriors of Wrestling has a ton of shows upcoming. We have a double show going on October 7th. Early show is the women's card, Women of Warriors, and the main card is up at its normal time, November Road to Solution, and then our 10-year anniversary show weekend. That's right, you heard me correct. It's not one show. It is a celebration, bitches, for a whole weekend, Friday and Saturday. Got a lot of awesome stuff going on. Friday night, we've got Teddy Hart versus Shane Strickland. That's going to be killer. Teddy Hart will be there Saturday night. His opponent will be named very, very soon. Chris Lazaro is telling us what's up. What's going on, Chris? If you're checking this out, by all means, go ahead and share this. Let other people know what we're doing. Show some love. Spread it. You know, the more the merrier here. And feel free to ask any questions, leave any comments about anything that's going on. There was a pay-per-view this weekend, Joe. Did you check it out?
I seen the ending of the No Mercy match. You know, why need... You know, this annoys me. You go... I'm on the road going the whole pay-per-view, just about. Maybe the first hour I'm home. But you go on Facebook, and these people, they give you all the results. It's like, the people on these people's pages, either one, don't give a fuck about wrestling, so why write it? Or 2, are watching it with you, so why write it, because they're seeing it also. Or 3, are not watching it, and you're spoiling it for them. So why even write anything? You got
No, listen. I'm with you. I think,
it's annoying. So I don't need to watch the fucking pay-per-view.
Yeah, I mean, you know, there's the whole thing about spoilers. People get upset about that kind of thing when it comes to anything, so that is kind of annoying. I also can't stand looking at people when it comes to these pay-per-views, and it's literally everyone's complaining about absolutely every fucking thing. I forgot who made the point because people were bitching like, oh, Reigns kicked out of all these attitude adjustments. And they're like,
who won that match? Was it Reigns?
Yeah, of course. Oh, Reigns, he buried the fucking move. How many fucking when it came to Okada and Kenny Omega, how many jumping knees, how many fucking rainmakers that motherfucker kick out of? Like, come on. It's wrestling. Just fucking sit back and enjoy it, man.
Now all of a sudden people give a shit about Cena.
Well, now all of a sudden people give a shit about fucking moves being sold when fucking no one gave a shit about that for the longest time. It's like, you gotta pick your fucking battles here, man, and enjoy, you know, what it is that you're watching. Just be a fucking fan and enjoy that shit.
Kick out of the F5 at that WrestleMania.
Dude, but not even just that. Let's be fucking real here. People still pay to see Jason movies, right? How many times that motherfucker kick out? How many times did Jason get up after fucking gunshots? Motherfucker got blown up. He was fucking destroyed. All that shit in the fucking Jason Goes to Hell. And at the end, his fucking arm pops up. That motherfucker is the biggest no-seller in the business.
No. At the end, it was Freddy.
Oh, it's Freddy grabbing. But then that motherfucker came back to fight Freddy. Son. Some bullshit. That's some bullshit.
No, he came back after that. Remember he went to outer space? Jason Fenn.
Exactly.
Uber Jason.
Jason went to fucking space. Started smashing motherfuckers in sleeping bags.
Yeah.
I mean, for real, it's entertainment, people. Be entertained. Quit bitching about all these fucking little things. Just be entertained, goddammit. Wrestling fans, I love you dearly. You are awesome, and you help me live my fucking dream. But goddamn, just breathe. Breathe. It ain't that fucking serious. It's fun, son. Ace Dalton agreed with us, and Zeno said he missed the first 3 minutes.
See, them pay-per-views are like the No Mercies, and they still do Unforgiven.
Nah.
Like, but them small ones, I don't care if I watch WrestleMania.
Sometimes there's some really cool shit on them. Sometimes there is some really cool shit, but yeah.
You know what I'd like to see? The traditional Survivor Series style.
Oh, they'll never do that again. There's no fucking draw in that, though. I know Joey likes Lucha Underground. What did he think of Killshot versus Dante Fox?
Because I'm still.
Yeah, Joe is catching up with it.
Catching up on it.
I know what you're talking about, and I mean those.
They're done. I think this is it for them.
It's possible. Let me tell you, those two guys are top level high flyers, so anything they're doing is going to be fucking money, and that's going to be a match that I'm sure you're going to see all over the independents.
Was it Air Fox?
Yeah, Air Fox at fucking Strickland. That's going to be pretty fucking insane. So yeah, you're gonna be I'm sure you're gonna be seeing that quite a bit. But yeah, we'll continue. I mean, I'd rather not complain about wrestling fans, but it's kind of hard sometimes when it comes to certain things.
They complain about Brock Lesnar, and I'm like, because he's not there all the time. And I said this so many times growing up. For me, as a kid, 10-year-old, 12-year-old, those years when they had Superstars, the Wrestling Challenge on Saturday morning and then Saturday night and late night, you didn't have like star versus star. It was Johnny Rods versus Hulk Hogan.
Johnny Rods, baby!
I didn't say Hulk Hogan versus Randy Savage. Hogan wasn't on TV unless he was doing a major angle.
He was a major attraction, is what he was.
So you have to pay money to go see him at the Garden. Now, I know Brock doesn't do the house shows, so that's even more special. When he does do WrestleMania or SummerSlam, you want to go pay to see him. He's a draw. Brock Lesnar is a draw. But the thing is, this is hypocrisy. Undertaker wrestles once a year, and nobody says shit.
But this, again, I mean, it's easy to sit there and pick out all the hypocrisy of, some wrestling fans. A lot of you guys are pretty awesome. I think the bigger issue for me...
Andre the Giant was another one. You ever see him on TV.
That's true. The bigger issue for me is, like, people don't recognize that, like, they have kept Brock as this fucking monster. Like, literally this undefeated... The only person to get one over on Brock...
For a few years now.
The only one to get one over on Brock was Goldberg. And in the end, Brock still fucking got one over on Goldberg. So that's the route that they're going. It doesn't bury Strowman. It doesn't fucking do anything to anybody. Brock Lesnar is a fucking destroyer. Legitimately, you put Brock Lesnar in there against anybody, any of those guys, in a real fight, which is what they're banking off of, is the fucking UFC shit. You put him in there, he'll fucking destroy anybody. So you have the guy who beats him, which is gonna be fucking Reigns.
Again?
Of course. You know that's where it's gonna be.
He didn't beat him last time. Seth Rollins came in and pinned Reigns. You think that's the main event for Mania?
Yeah, definitely gonna be. They're gonna start building fucking Brock and Reigns, I'm sure. Even at this point. I mean, it's not a match that I care to see that much, but I mean, they're not marketing to me. I'm gonna watch it no matter what, so they already have my interest because I like wrestling.
When I sat at WrestleMania, the last 2 years, I couldn't wait for it to be over. It's fucking long.
It's really long. But I mean, you get quite a bit for your money, don't you?
If you go in for the pre-show and you sit through all that, and we were tailgating in Dallas, man, and we were tailgating in Florida too, but after all I eat and drink, I'm sitting there, a little gas built up, and I had to pee. It's very uncomfortable sitting there.
Of course. I think, again, we go back to this, and I think this is one of those things that I really wish a lot of wrestling fans would understand. I get it that it's entertainment, and I get that it's art, and I get that you enjoy it, and you pay money to see it, and all that, hullabaloo, so to speak. I get it. And you're allowed to be fucking passionate and enjoy it. But the fact comes down to, it's a business. Like anything else, they're looking to make money. And the fact that you continue to go online and complain about it, the fact that you continue to freak out and all that kind of shit, and I'm so tired of this shit, you don't matter. And I hate to say it, but as a wrestling fan, you do not matter. Because you're gonna watch regardless. They could go out there and the match could be fucking, I don't know, fucking Jimmy Doo-Doo versus fucking Razzle Dazzle. And they just take a fucking shit in the ring. You're not gonna stop watching. You're not. Because you're a wrestling fan. You are in the wrestling bubble, you are going to watch regardless. No. What are they gonna watch, Joe?
Well, I'll tell you this. So, when I was a teenager.
Yeah.
This was the early 90s. And I stopped watching. Now, I don't know why I stopped watching. Maybe I was coming into a different part of my life. But if it wasn't for the Austin, this is before the Attitude Era, the Austin starting to come up in the NWO,
right?
I probably would have stopped watching wrestling. because he had plumbers and fucking nonsense going on.
Right.
I just wasn't enjoying the product.
You grew out of watching wrestling in general.
Sure.
These fans, the fans in the bubble, aren't going anywhere. They're gonna continue watching no matter what. That's just the way that it fucking is. In terms of anything, those fans have not gone anywhere. I have not stopped watching wrestling. How many times is, honestly, I don't mean to call him out because I like the kid and he's like he is a great wrestling fan. But Mike McNicholas, how many times is that kid, for all you Northeast people checking in, how many times that kid, I'll never watch wrestling again. Oh, I fucking hate WWF, I'm not going to watch it.
I think what his
and then the next week he's fucking watching.
I think his thing is, certain guys, he don't like it.
Right, and that's fine. But it doesn't matter. You can like people, you can not like people. That's perfectly fine. What I'm saying is your opinion as a wrestling fan does not matter because they already have you watching. You are already a fan of the product.
But I'll compare Mike thing because he's passionate about certain guys. To me, like with football or baseball or hockey, when my team doesn't win, I get fucking mad.
Right.
I'm never watching this shit again. Fuck this.
Right,
team.
and then the next week you're fucking watching a Bills game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same thing if you're a fan of fucking Rolling Stones. Whatever, you're a big Rolling Stones fan, huge Rolling Stones fan. You buy a ticket to see them every time, and they sell out fucking arenas. So they definitely have that fan base. If they put out the shittiest fucking album of all time, like the worst, it's literally...
Look at Kiss. Kiss has put out some bad albums.
Yeah, Kiss puts out all bad albums. And they have a lot of fans. People aren't going anywhere. Because what else are you going to watch? Jack says, no, that's the thing. You have so much other wrestling to watch. But if you are a wrestling fan in the bubble, you're not going anywhere. You're looking to suck in as much wrestling as humanly possible. I know back when I was a kid watching wrestling, literally any fucking wrestling that was on, I was watching. This is how much of a fucking wrestling fan I was. My best friend at the time had an older sister who watched soap operas, right? There was a show called The Young and the Restless. I think it's still on. I swear I thought I heard her say The Young and the Wrestling, and I fucking sat there waiting for the show to come on. And I thought it was a wrestling drama show. I wanted to watch wrestling everywhere that I could. Now, wrestling's everywhere. You get it on YouTube, you get it on the network, you get it on fucking cable, online. So you can get it anywhere. But if you are that level of a fan, you're looking to get it anywhere and you're willing to watch it anytime, you are in the bubble.
Here's the thing, though. Today's wrestling, you have it on YouTube, you have it on the network, and you have everything on the network.
Right.
And it's great. And I don't know what's better, having all this that you have now, or when I was growing up, you had AWA, NWA, WWF, WCCW, ECW, you had all, USWA, you had all these different companies.
A lot of that stuff was fucking doo-doo.
Which was doo-doo?
ECW it was an entertaining TV show. WWF, they did their thing. WCW did their thing. But like the WCCW, I've watched some of those episodes on YouTube because I got some of them up. Holy shit!
Talking about the Von Erich's company?
No, IWC.
I'm not talking about IWCCW. I'm not talking about that.
You know what else was fucking terrible?
That was a Savoldi.
Global wrestling was fucking
that was Joe
AIDS
Pedicino.
in a bucket. Holy shit. Dude, I'm watching this shit and fucking none of these guys could bump.
I didn't mention either one of those companies, but Global, a lot of guys came out of Global.
Right.
Booker T, 1-2-3 Kid, Marcus Bagwell.
Right. They stole the guys who had a decent at anything.
Jerry Lynn came out of there.
Yeah, 1-2-3 Kid.
I think Papa Shango came out of there.
Yep. He was Rasta the Voodoo Man.
But I'm saying back in the day, you had all these, on the fucking financial network, you had Florida Championship Wrestling. I don't know why it was on that channel.
ESPN had fucking, AWA?
They had taped shit from...
Right.
Prior.
But that's the thing. If you wanted to watch wrestling... Right, doo-doo.
Fucking coke addict.
Absolute doo-doo. But again...
Found him naked in his office with a pound of fucking blow.
Jesus, I didn't know about that.
You didn't know about that?
I'll leave that to
they
you.
found him dead like that.
No, but again, here's the way we go about it. If you are a wrestling fan, you are fucking looking to watch wrestling. You're going to take it from where it comes.
That's exactly what it was back then. If I was a wrestling fan growing up, anytime I would go to the supermarket, and they had magazines back then.
Right, and you would watch...
And I would go through all the magazines. That's how my mom would shop. Or I would go to the video store and rent Coliseum Video or whatever else they had. Now you don't have that.
Yeah, it's true. There's the community for it is so big because of the internet. It allows you, like, legitimately, back in the old magazines, if you remember, they used to have the wrestling pen pals. Mm-hmm. And you'd put in a profile, it's like, my name is Joe, my favorite wrestler is Ric Flair, Ricky Steamboat, and, like, you put your age in there so that, like, you weren't a fucking 12-year-old talking to a 40-year-old and being creepy. So you have these wrestling pen pals because, in general, the independents weren't as strong as they are now. The internet didn't exist, so you didn't have people to fucking... there was no community. So that was how you fucking were able to talk wrestling, because again, back in the day, and I know